going on, you guys? So essentially the 2025 draft, 2025 NFL draft rather, can't get here soon enough because we just need to get this team better somehow. But we're going to do at least one better and just kind of show you the draft crushes we have as the preliminary spots of the, or, starts of the draft kind of start and almost get over sometimes, maybe, no. There's a lot of players we'd like in this draft, but I think I'm just kind of showing you our top 5 that are all, coincidentally enough, positions of need for the Raiders. So let's jump right into it and give you our number 1, which should not come as a surprise to anybody. He might not be there. There's definitely not going to be there at 6, Cam Ward. So I understand that a lot of people are kind of iffy about this quarterback class, and trust me, I completely get it. But at the same time, Cam Ward is a stud. Ran 3 or 4 over 4,300 passing yards and 39 touchdowns and 7 picks last year for Miami. Also added 4 more touchdowns on the ground. So, I mean, it's Cam Ward. He's arguably the best quarterback in this draft, and I think he is going to really separate himself from Shedeur Sanders and company. Number 2, Arizona wide receiver T-Mac. Now, nobody knows how to say his first name. That's why they all keep calling him T-Mac. I think it's Tetaroa McMillan, something like that. 84 catches for 1,319 yards last year for Arizona and 8 touchdowns. I mean, just a condor on the outside. I think he's going to be a fantastic fit in this offense with Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers and all those guys. So, I mean, T-Mac is one of those guys that he reminds me a lot of Mike Evans. Like, he's not going to burn you with his speed, but you just throw it up to him and let him do the rest because he's that kind of a player. Number 3, TCU cornerback Shavon Ravel. So Shavon Ravel might be the best player in this draft, and that is period, as some of my employees would say. He's one of those guys that if you were to say if he were to have been healthy for this entire year last year, he would be a top 10 pick. There's no doubt in my mind. But overall, 8 tackles this last year in only 3 games, had 2 interceptions, including a pick 6, and he's just tall, lengthy on the outside. He can run with anybody. He's a press man corner, and he's exactly what the Raiders want to do. Shavon Ravel should definitely be, like, if nothing else, if everything else fails, just get Shavon Ravel. That's all I got to say. Number 4 is Kentucky defensive tackle Deion Walker. Now, Deion Walker is just a mountain of a man in the middle, and pair him with Christian Wilkins, and I think that this defensive line room would be arguably the best in the entire NFL because I need a 350 if they're an ounce defensive tackle that's going to take up double teams, be disruptive in the backfield, and that is exactly what Walker is. And like we said, you already have a pass rusher in Christian Wilkins. I'm not worried about it, but Deion Walker is an absolute stud, and I think he would do a lot for this defense. And the final draft crush we have so far in this process, UCLA linebacker Carson Schwessinger. 136 tackles this year for the Bruins, 4 sacks and 2 picks. One of those guys that, I keep saying one of those guys, well, former walk-on at UCLA, heart and hustle guy, and he's shown that he can be in coverage. He is a liability in the running game. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, he has got a long way to go in that regard. He probably needs to add some weight and everything, but he's a coverage linebacker and exactly what Divine Diablo was supposed to be. But I think if you can get him the right coaching, maybe add a little bit of, give him a couple of good buffets there in Las Vegas, and I think that he could be a very solid outside linebacker for you for many years to come. But overall, that is it. Those are our top 5 draft crushes heading into the 2025 NFL draft. I'm sure a lot of these will change, and a lot will come up as we go along here as well. It's really hard to nail it down to the top 5. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.